It's at 8:10. Let's see candle lighting. Tomorrow is 8:12. 8:12 is candle lighting. The Kedushas Levi brings Eila Devarim Asher Diber Moshe B'Midbar B'Rava Mosuf Bein Parna Bein Teufel. These are the words that Moshe Rabbeinu spoke in the desert, in a place called Arava, which is against the Yam Suf and between Paran and between Tofel. And we know that the Chazal tell us that Moshe Rabbeinu was giving a hidden toichacha, a rebuke to the Klal Yisrael in a very sweet and hidden way in order to not hurt their feelings, but to encourage them to do teshuvah. So says the Kedushas Levi, near Farish, Rabbi Levi Tzchum Sir Sashim of Ditchiv Schusi Lung Gosmain, near Farish, She'aravu Lashon Erev. So it seems when this place is called Arava, which could mean, Arava is like the willow branches, but here he says that homiletically we could say that it refers to the evening, Erev. And we know, I just started brachas, that the evening comes before the morning. That's why brachas starts with Mariv. So then, homiletically, we could then go and say that the beginning of a person's life is also called the evening. Usually we think of the opposite, that the evening of the life is the end, but it's also the beginning. So, again, homiletically, we could say that the Erev, the evening, which is the beginning, is against Suf, which is the Soif, the end. The Hainu B'tchilas, Shneisav Shaladim, take of you Komasav, Suf, so even at the beginning of one's life, a lot of people think, oh, enjoy youth, and then when you get old, that's when you could do tshuva. And we remember we said that the Rebbe told us, he said, you look at him, everyone's going to come to that place to do tshuva now. Don't wait. And so right in the beginning of one's life, you should immediately focus on the divine presence, on the Shechina, which is called Suf, but also to think of the end as well. Both of those things are connected. Ben Poran, and then between a place called Poran, K'moshe Dorsh Rabbi saying as well, Shenikar Poran Misham Yotze Pirivia. The place called Poran is a reference, even though it's spelled a little different, but the Chazal darshan that from there comes the concept to be fruitful and multiply. That one's progeny comes from that. So what does that mean? That's the bracha that Moshe Rabbeinu is blessing, of ben teufel. And then what's this word teufel? K'moshe perish Rashi lashon dibur. That Rashi explains teufel is a terminology of speech. Ben brisa ma'or ben brisa lashon. That both one's self-control and all matters is connected, that there's to self-control when it comes to how one speaks. And of course we know we're going to be showing on Tisha B'Av the Chavetz Chaim Heritage Foundation video, which will teach us more about those concepts. So what does it mean? A kol yemel suf b'kedusha shmir ma'ula. That all of these things combined should all be focused on holiness and the most supernal levels of protection, that the Rebbe Shalom should protect us, but also that whatever we do, meaning it's very easy for a person to be involved in learning Torah and reciting, davening, and all kinds of mitzvahs, and forget about holiness and forget about the Rebbe Shalom. Don't see the forest for the trees. And so that's the message that's here. And that's the whole point of the whole Yiddishkeit, is that it should bring, all of these things should come out, as the Navi Habakkuk said, Tzadik v'nusa yichya, that all the mitzvahs can be encompassed in the one mitzvah of emunah. That if we take all of these things to remind us about the Rebbe Shalom, then we will be zeicher to make all the tikkunim that we need and see the scholars quote Shemayim Mehev Amen. Rabbi Chanani Menakash Hermes Kadosh Baruch Hu Zakei Yisrael.